Here we go. I got it. Awesome. Setting up. I don't know where it's starting at. But hello, everybody. I'm going to turn off the volume on the YouTube. Okay. So hello, everybody. So excited to be here. I'm Ciara Rubin. I am an intuitive guide, a spiritual teacher, and a tarot mystic. Today, we're going to be talking about sex magic, ancient Egyptian sex magic to be specific. And I'm going to be starting off as usual with a 3-card tarot reading. Welcome everybody who is watching live. Welcome if you're watching this on the replay. Go ahead and say hi in the chat. If you are watching this live and if you're watching the replay, leave me a comment down below to let me know that you watched it. We're going to pull 3 cards today to see what you need to know right now. I am using my Simple AF spread that is outlined very easily and simply in the 5-minute Accurate AF tarot guide, which I will, as soon as I finish shuffling and pulling our last card, please. Thank you. I'm a very intuitive shuffler. I don't overthink it. So I'm going to grab the link really quick for the 5-minute intuitive tarot guide for you guys so that you can grab that if you haven't already. And in doing so, you will join my email community. I love my email community. It gets very personal in there, as well as valuable. I'm sharing tips and things that I am learning in real time, typically. So it's very personal and authentic and really, really fun as well. So definitely check that out. Thank you. I see you there who liked the video. And let's start with our first card. So the first card, the basis of the situation, we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is the card of the successful entrepreneur. This is the card of the woman who knows that it is possible to have it all, as long as you are willing to do the intentional work that is necessary. So I'm hearing that Spirit wants to congratulate you for being intentional in so many areas of your life. And okay, like slow down a little bit. There's a lot of messages coming in really fast and furious. So the intentionality has been really helpful. It's going to make a lot more things possible in your life, and you're going to be seeing the fruits of that very soon, is what I'm hearing. So that's really great. I love that. And she's wearing white. And so wearing white has been coming up for me a lot lately. I had a friend recently, a friend of mine, tell me that when you wear white, it allows your aura to shine out even bigger. So that's really interesting. I feel like white is the new black myself. I do love wearing black, but I really love wearing white. I love feeling like the outside of me reflects the light inside. So if you're feeling that call to wear white, do it. And I'm also drawn to the bird. Spirit really talks to me through birds. So if you've been seeing certain birds lately, definitely look up their meaning. I've been seeing robins lately, so I definitely feel like that's important. So I'm going to look up the robin spiritual meaning right here as we are here. We see red robin. Okay, this is so nice. So robins are commonly utilized as angels' messengers to reassure us that we're not alone, that someone is looking out for us. Seeing a robin reminds us to have faith in our future and to have hope. That's really great. I love that for the robin. And then in the present position, we have the Ace of Swords. This is a card of a breakthrough. A breakthrough in your life always starts with a breakthrough in your thinking and the way that you're thinking and those thoughts that you're allowing yourself to have, the thoughts that you are allowing yourself to become aware of, and remembering that you are not your thoughts, and yet your thoughts are creating your reality. So reprogramming. This spiral staircase both goes down into the depths where the light is and then also comes up. So it's like going down into the depths of your subconscious mind. This could be a call for subconscious healing that relates to this. This is the basis of the situation, that you are meant to be a successful entrepreneur, that you are meant to make a lot of money, pentacles, doing what you are doing what you love, that you are meant to have it all and be able to balance balance it all. And what you need to know right now is the key to that is this breakthrough, is being aware of these thoughts that have been coming up, healing these thoughts, forgiving these thoughts. It's really, really important. So I love that. And then we've got in the future position, or the action position. This is interesting because in the simple AF spread, it's the action position. So we'll meditate on that for a second, but we've got the 6 of Wands. This came up, I believe, for us last week as well. And so this is a card of victory. It is a card of victory. It's a card of this woman is standing on her own 2 feet and receiving the praise that she deserves, the recognition that she deserves. So as an action step, I mean, I think that it is saying as an action step for you, it's saying, recognize yourself, recognize the work you're doing and the level of work that you're doing and how deep you're going with it, how deep into the subconscious you are going, and know that it is going to produce what you are after, what you are desiring, the financial success, the wealth, the I'm seeing stockpile, but I'm looking at these herbs at the top of the card, and it's just the healing. You are a healer, and you are going to be healing many, many people. See all these people that are clapping for her. You are here to help heal many, many people. You are here to inspire many people. And this is a confirmation for you that the first person that you are here to inspire and that you are here to heal is yourself, and that you can only help others heal or inspire others by healing yourself. Hi there, Pisces. Are you a Pisces? I would assume so. Welcome to the broadcast. So I love that card of victory. Celebrate yourself, acknowledge yourself, honor yourself, treat yourself a little bit, not going overboard and overspending, but acknowledge yourself, acknowledge the work that you're doing. And I'm almost hearing as an action step to create an affirmation for yourself, to recognize and to say to yourself, and appreciate yourself for all of the inner work that you are doing. So I love that. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. But remember, with the 6 of Wands, we're only a little over halfway through. So there are more victories to be won. Is more healing to do. You are, LOL. I love it. I'm guessing your Pisces is your sun sign. What are your moon and rising signs? Do you know? There's more to come. There's more healing to do. There's more work to do in order to get to this, in order to really own and embody this. It's going to happen faster than you think is what I'm hearing. 6 could be about 6 months, before whatever you're really going for is completely healed, which is great if it's a big issue. Like the one that I'm working on. All right, so let's go ahead and that really resonated with me as well. Let's go ahead and dive into the topic for today. Please feel free to pop any questions or thoughts that you have as we move through the discussion into the chat or into the comments. You don't know? Oh no, you got to go find out what your moon and rising signs are and come back next week, or come back in the comments and tell me. Go ahead and like this video if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the channel if you are watching this on replay or live and are not yet subscribed. And go ahead and tap that link that I pinned in the top of the chat, or it'll be in the description of the video. The tarot guide, the free 5-minute accurate AF tarot guide. It is an awesome way to be able to easily reconnect with your cards if you have been feeling a little disconnected from yourself, or feeling like just you and the cards haven't really been vibing lately. It's a really quick and easy way to reconnect and do that. So check that out. And we are talking about Egyptian sex magic today. I'm very excited. I love this topic. I am obsessed would be an appropriate word to describe how I feel about Egypt and ancient Egyptian spirituality. I went to Egypt. I traveled to Egypt in 2016 and went on an amazing spiritual retreat there for 10 days. And I learned so much about myself and about ancient Egypt. And so the sex magic topic, I have some notes here, so that's what I'm referring to. I want to first start with the concept and the truth that sex energy, sexual energy, is the same as life force energy. It's the same as creative energy, which is source energy. It's all the same energy by different names. So a lot of times we can get like, oh, we're going to talk about sex. Oh, we're going to talk about sex. Yes, we are going to talk about sex magic. We are going to talk about what your sexuality can do for you spiritually from the ancient Egyptian perspective. And it is not taboo. It is just life force energy. It is just creative energy. It is the energy that you are using when you are singing a song in the car on the radio, or you are drawing a picture or coloring something, when you are cooking, when you are gardening. It is creative energy. That is your sexual energy when you are doing those things. You literally are creating your reality, your physical reality. You are creating your individual experience of that. And that is sexual energy. That is creative energy. So for people who say, oh, I'm not a creative person. No, you are creating your whole reality. So you are literally like the most creative person ever. Every person is. It's just people maybe express their creativity outwardly in different ways, right? And it's all source energy. It is all source energy. It is the energy that is the universe, God, source, goddess, whatever you want to call it. Source energy is sexual energy. It is coursing through your veins. It is coursing through your chakras and your aura. And it is the most pure, innocent, and powerful energy there is. It's source energy, your source energy individually embodied. Hey, okay. So I want to dive into a little bit about the download that I received when I was self-pleasuring one time, actually. And I wasn't going to dive into this right away, but you can get downloads while you are self-pleasuring. You can get downloads while you are having sex. You can get downloads, and by downloads, I mean, concepts of information that you then have to unpack, unravel, and understand. So a download is typically how spirit communicates. It's how many extraterrestrial species communicate as well, is through downloads. So instead of how we work most of the time here on Earth as humans, in order to unpack a concept, we need to have a conversation about it. We need to speak about it for at least a minute or 15 seconds if you're in the short form video land. We need some time in order to verbally speak it or draw it out, to express it. And it takes time in order to express that concept. Whereas a download is something that you receive all at once. You receive an entire concept into your awareness, and then you do the process of verbally speaking it out so that you as a human being can understand it. Okay. And so when you are receiving information from spirit, a lot of times it comes as a download. When you're receiving psychic or intuitive information, it comes as a download in a little package almost of information. It comes into your awareness, and then you figure out what it means, right? And so this is a download that I received while I was self-pleasuring. And this was at a time when I was vegan. I was living in an RV and traveling full-time to places like Mount Shasta in California, USA, places like Sedona, Arizona, USA, Zion National Park in the USA, different, very energetically turned on places on the planet in the United States specifically. And so I was really exploring my sexuality at this time and self-pleasure. And I've always, like I said, been fascinated by ancient Egypt and have always had a huge interest. Actually, the first thing about ancient Egyptian society that interested me as a child, when I was about 7 or 8, I remember when that love of ancient Egypt really started, was mummification. I was fascinated by the idea of mummification and mummifying somebody. And why would you do that? Come to find out, I have had so many lives, probably maybe 100 lives in Egypt, throughout the thousands of years that it reigned as a top society on the planet Earth. And so during one of my lives, I had this download, I had this vision while self-pleasuring during one of my lives, where I was a priestess or priest. I don't remember if I was male or female, maybe 2 different lives as somebody who was in a priestess that was doing the mummifications. And so I saw this, and it was very interesting because in Egypt, in the temples, you will have on the walls of the temples. Now, remember that in these temples, it was really just the priests and the priestesses. And in certain parts of the temples, was only the high priest or the high priestess, like in these places called the Holy of Holies, and things of that nature. So I'm trying to draw this here. Okay, Ankh, and then this little symbol here. All right, so there are symbols all over the walls that are almost like spells. And I believe that a lot of it was coded as well in case that anyone saw what was going on. So there are a lot of symbols on the walls, and specifically some that you might recognize. So this is the Ankh. This is the Egyptian Ankh. And then there is this symbol, which I don't actually know the name for. I should probably have looked that up before doing this broadcast, but you know. And so you'll see this Ankh in a lot of places on the walls in the temples. People will be holding the Ankh, or the often the Ankh is pictured in a way like this, where it is in the middle of these 2 symbols like this, almost as if it was containing it, or helping it, or just somehow being connected to this symbol. And so this symbol in ancient Egypt hieroglyph, let's look it up. Ankh meaning, it says the key of life. It says this is the key of life, the key of life, key of the Nile, representing eternal life. And so this is interesting that it represents eternal life. So I'll tell you what the download is, and then we'll see what the download is that I'm supposed to tell you here today. So as I was experiencing this visualization, I was seeing myself as this priest or priestess mummifying a body, and that there were many different organs that we were examining and understanding and relating to spirituality. And so this Ankh specifically, if you go look it up on the internet, and you see what a clitoris looks like, it actually physically, if you lay it out in a certain way, will look like this. It will look like this Ankh shape. And a penis or a phallus, or whatever you want to call it, when you take it out of the body, looks like this. It has the curved part, and then it has this almost like little stems at the bottom. That is what the entire organ looks like. And so I was shown that that is what these symbols actually were from, is that the clitoris is the key of life, and that the penis is this, which if you look at it in terms of this, it looks as though these are joining or activating each other. And so this plays into Egyptian sex magic. So in ancient Egypt, there were many mystery schools and different groups, or some called them cults, that practiced sex magic, specifically the cult of Isis. I almost stuttered even saying that, because it's like, we're not supposed to talk about it. The first rule of the cult of Isis is you don't talk about the cult of Isis. But it's really important that we share this information, and that this information is free for everyone. So in the cult of Isis, we were practicing sex magic. We were basically having sexual experiences with a ritualistic type construct. We were having sexual experiences for the purpose of awakening and clearing our energy, our chakras, receiving downloads, receiving information from spirit. That is what we were doing. And in relationship to that, to power up and power, activate, heal, all of the above, the chakras, orgasm is a major tool in order to do that. So that is a part of what we were doing in the sex magic practice, was using the sexual energy in order to clear, heal, and activate the chakras. And so that key of life, right? I remember I said sexual energy is the same thing as life force energy. The key to life, to experiencing longer life, experiencing everlasting life, experiencing yourself, is to experience more of your spirit, more of your spirituality. And so you are needing to clear your chakras so that you can experience more of that spirituality, experience more of that life force energy flowing through your energy field, through your body, so that you can live longer, so that you can live a better quality of life, so that you can be more connected to spirit and receive more information from spirit about who you are and what you are, and about other people as well, of course. So an orgasm is a powerful way to activate, heal, clear your chakras, to receive downloads. And so it makes so much sense to me that the clitoris and the ankh are the same thing, are the key to that, right? The feminine sexual energy. And then also this symbol, which I forget, I don't know what the name of it is, and also the penis, which if you look at the penis and the clitoris side by side, they actually look very similar. It's almost like the same organ, except separated by the X or the Y chromosome, right? The penis almost looks like a bigger version of the clitoris. The clitoris looks like a tiny penis when you look at the whole organ holistically. So we are one with each other. We are a mirror of each other. And this energy is very important for feeling self-empowered, for feeling pleasure in your body, for experiencing the full extent of your power. And this is what the ancient Egyptians were doing. They were powering up their chakras using orgasm, but they weren't just letting the orgasm happen full out. A lot of what they would do would be called Ankh-ing the energy as well. So if you also look at this, it almost looks like a person, right? The legs, the arms, though I think if it was a person, it would have had two legs, which is why I downloaded and believe that this is the clitoris, not a person. But this could look like a head. This could look like arms. This could look like legs. And it looks like the energy, if you look at it energetically, like the energy is looping back into the body, right? So the energy comes up the spine, that Kundalini energy, life force, sexual, whatever you want to call it, comes up the spine, and you are looping that energy in your body and keeping that sexual, that orgasm energy in your body instead of allowing the orgasm to happen all the way, and which when that does happen, the energy shoots out the crown chakra, shoots out the top, and goes out into the ether. So it's holding that energy, holding that pleasurable energy, that sexual energy, that orgasm energy in your body, in your vessel, as long as you can. Now, in Cosmo terms, somebody might call that, in Cosmo magazine terms, somebody might call that edging, right? When you are bringing yourself very close to orgasm, but not quite letting yourself spill over. Ankh-ing the energy. So that's a powerful way to build the energy inside of you, build that sexual energy inside of you, to have an even more powerful chakra blast, chakra power up experience, especially once you finally do let the orgasm play all the way out. And so that's another way that the ancient Egyptians were practicing sex magic. And you can get, just like you can get downloads when you are self-pleasuring, you can also manifest. So you can also set intentions while you are self-pleasuring, while you are experiencing that sexual energy. And it just adds a lot more oomph to the manifestation, rather than just having it in your thoughts, because you're having it, you're experiencing it, you're thinking about the manifestation, you're intending it, and it's in your body, right? Because of the self-pleasure, because of the organ, the ankh, the clitoris, or the penis that you are utilizing in order to open that lock, if you will, key of life. See what I did there? So this is just a brief overview, a little bit about Egyptian sex magic. Please let me know if you have any comments or questions in the comments below. Please like this video if you found it interesting, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And definitely make sure that you tap the link in the chat or in the description box below to grab my free 5-minute Accurate AF tarot guide, so that you can reconnect with your cards or get that message anytime it's feeling foggy, or feel like you can really read any card from any deck at any time. And we have the World card. So on that note, thank you so much for being here. I love you today and every day, and I will talk to you soon.